Hey guys, what's up again? This is Remy on this video, and on this video, I'll be showing you how you can structure a 7702 account for retirement. So before I do that, let me take you closely into how it looks like if it is structured. Now, remember on one of the videos, I showed you guys how we structure these accounts and how these accounts function differently, right? With our 7702 accounts, a good example is what you see right here, where this client, at the beginning, he's putting in, he started with 250,000. If he had invested 250,000 in 1998, by the end of 2020, he should be going home with at least, let me take my laser pen right here. Okay, so that's what I'm trying to say. So this client started with if he had $250,000 in his 401k, because on this other side you see the 401k in the mutual funds, and if he had 250 in 1997, now from 1997 right up to 2020, with the current rates of return at the time, he will be going home. He will end up with 465,000, and then we'll take off taxes, let's say 25%. So he'll be going home with 348. And with our 7702 plan, especially when you're using the IULs, now, if he had followed the same amount of money in this account, he'll be going home with 1.4 million. And the difference is just because of the fact that the account has the negative sides of the market are not factored into your earnings, because he has a floor and he has a cap. And apart from that, the possibility of using the money tax-free makes it even better. That's why you see on the green side, it's an example of somebody who having 250,000 at the end of 1997 and grows that money using a 7702 account. Right at the end of 2020, you see that he's able to go home with 1.4, whereas on the other side, he's able to go home just a little bit over the 250 that he initially started. That is almost like 20 years ago. All right. Now that's just an illustration how it will look like, because these are actual rates. Take note, these are actual rates. These are not values that we just put in. This is S&P fluctuations in the S&P from 1998 up to 2020. So this is what would have happened to this account if he used the mutual funds or 401k and then mirroring the S&P. All right. Okay, so but let me show you something, how it's going to look like. I want to show you if he actually designed it, because the way we design it with our 7702 strategy is a little bit different. So I'm going to show you a live scenario of some of our clients which we design. I'm going to show you one of them which we designed. Thank God they allowed me to do that. But I'm going to show it to you so you understand what we are talking of and how these accounts can actually really help you. So hang on, let me bring in that slide real quick. Let me bring in that slide real quick and we'll jump in. So Brian is one of my clients. And on this video, you can see he's going in for a death benefit of 166,000. And why the lower death benefit is because his focus is for retirement income. So he's not into death benefit. He's not into passing a huge death benefit. So since when we talk with our clients, we try to figure out what actually they really want. So in this case, my client wanted to supplement his retirement income to make sure that he's not taken by surprise with the stock market if he only depends on the 401k. So we decided to set up something with a lower death benefit but max cash accumulation. So that will help to supplement his retirement. Now let's see how it looks like. So right here, he's 41 years old and he's a male, and we'll put him on preferred non-tobacco, means it's the highest rating, where he's very healthy. So he makes $750 every month on this, and he has this over loan protection. What does that mean? That he can take a loan. It means he can take a loan. He can take a loan from this policy. And again, excuse me. Again, he has a chronic illness rider. A critical illness rider. Meaning that if he falls sick, critically sick, and the doctor says he is critically sick, then he can get an advance of the death benefit. I will talk more about that later. So he also has chronic illness rider, and then he has the terminal illness rider. Now let's look at it something. So now he puts $750 every month. That amounts to $9,000 at the end of the year. Now at age of 42, 1 year after, he has, let's look at this non-guaranteed values. These are the values that we'll mostly look into, because these are the average performance of the market. If you don't know what this is, if you don't know what this is, when during your call, we'll talk more about it. But we look at the non-guaranteed values for reasons, because they are the actual average of the market performance over a period of time. So now you see here, he has 7,000 in his 7,500 in his account value, and he can take out $5,000. Now, if he passes away, he has $174,000, which will be paid to his beneficiary. Now, this is just 1 year after the policy, but let's look at when Mr. Brian goes on retirement. Now, if we look at that, we see that at age 65, he plans to go on retirement. Now, at age 65, right here, that's 24 years later, he has put in a total of $216,000. Right. Now he starts taking out money. Now, based on this plan, this design, and if he keeps paying in this money as designed without stopping it, if he keeps on doing this, he is able to take out $60,000 or $61,000 rather every year. And $61,000 every year. Remember, he stopped paying at age 65. So he's able to take 61. Now at age 65, let's look at some numbers. At age 65, he has 545,000 in his account value. And he has 545 that he can also pull out, withdraw, or take a loan from if he wants to. And if not, if he doesn't take a loan, he doesn't withdraw, and he passes away, his family gets to go home with $712,000 tax-free. Now, I want you to understand this. The key about this is that this money is tax-free if only you follow our 7702 strategy. This money is tax-free. And if you want to know how to design this for yourself, please just click the button at the bottom, book a call to one of our agents. They're going to show you how to design this. Better still, if you want us to design it for you, we will still go ahead and design that for you. It is all free on you. You're not paying us to do this. The companies we work for are going to pay us for that. So it's zero charge on you. So now let's go back. You see, he starts taking 61,000 at age 61, at age 66. Now look at that. Let's go back right to the bottom. You see that he takes this money right up to age 95. This is age at 95. He's still able to take 61,000. And then look at that. Now he has an account value of 4.2 million, but because he has actually taken a lot of money, he has just 72,000 left. Now, if he passes away at this age, his family gets to go home with 114,000 because he has actually used a lot of the money while he's still alive. Now, if you look at this, it is something that is so great, because if you live long, you make more money that you can pull out at any age that you want. Now, if you die early, you have a death benefit that goes to your family. So it's a win-win on both sides. Now, let's look at it. Now he stopped paying at age 65. So his total money he put in this policy is 216,000. But you could see that at the age 95, he has taken out 1.8 million, right? 1.8 million. Now, this is the power of compound interest, right? And because of compound effect in this money, in this account, he's able to pull out up to 1.8 million rather, 1.8 million. And yet, you see that at age 95, when he stops pulling out the money, should anything happen after taking 1.8, the family still goes home with what? 114,000. Now, let's say he lives longer than that and he doesn't pass away that early. He still got money growing in the policy. So, guys, this is what I'm talking about. This is how we structure these accounts for retirement. And remember, if you look at this, you see that these are loans, right? So all these accounts, these withdrawals are loans. And because you're taking them as loans, the government does not consider them as income. Now, it's not Uncle Sam's business because it's a loan, it's not an income. So what happens? You don't have to declare it. So therefore, you pay no taxes. Now, where are you getting the loan from? Remember, you have an account value of 900 and something, right? And you have surrender value, which sometimes we call it a loan value of 424. So you can borrow from that every year. And you paying it back is not mandatory because you're just borrowing your money, okay? So that helps you to avoid taxation, legally avoid taxes. Don't pay taxes because should you pass away, what will happen is that they will just, take what they will just subtract what you've taken and they give the balance to your family. That is why you see right here, you see a loan, an account value of this, but this is only what your family can go with, right? Because you have borrowed quite a huge sum of it. So, guys, this is it about how you are able to use our 7702 strategy in order to be able to set a tax-free supplementary retirement income. Now, if you have any questions about this, we'll get to talk more on the call. So make sure you click the link below to book the call.